We then proceeded at that point into our simulated countdown.
I think you've got your audio, Josh.
Yeah.
I wanted to be very prepared.
Thank you.
Matt, this is going to be wheels off, I promise you.
I can't wait. I feel like we're already there.
We are there.
Lunchtime, kids! Hello, friends. It's lunchtime.
I do like how I love. By the way, welcome to the Lunch Break Show. I am Josh, Matt, Sarah, Crilly once again in the booth running the show. Bed is a little hot. Like normally fade that down.
Oh, I'm supposed to turn this down. Matt, you are so awesome. Okay,
fade that down a smidge. We do have breaking news.
Oh, what?
Yeah,
what
someone texted me breaking news as if we're CNN. Notre Dame is on fire.
On fire.
What do you mean? Like the campus is literally burning right now?
Yeah, that says Notre Dame.
Oh no.
Yeah,
like not on fire, not winning games or things.
I do like Sarah's on fire. Yeah, Notre Dame is ablaze. So I'm looking that up.
Oh, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, that is a news story that we would tell if we were an actual up to date. News service.
We've covered our community service part of the show.
I will say it could be fake news because I'm looking here. The cathedral, not the campus.
Oh, you mean so the one in
Notre Dame? Yeah, the
France.
actual in France. Yeah, is on fire. So
that's possibly worse.
That is possibly worse. Yeah, than some kids.
It's slightly more historic than the college.
Yeah. So there you go.
So hey, not to disrupt everything, but Matt, I don't see you, and I'm hitting number 3, and you're not on the screen, and I'm so sorry.
Are you hitting enter as well?
And I am on the keyboard. So if I go up here, I'm so sorry for the technical difficulties.
Oh, okay.
I am brand new to rolling.
So you'll want to use the little number pad.
Yep, I'm doing the number pad.
3, the number pad.
3, pad.
And then enter, and that should put me on the screen.
Oh, because there was a number lock. Wait a second.
Oh, there you go.
No. Wait, he's still not there. I'm doing 3. Travis, help! What do I do? Oh, we might need Matt in here. I'm so sorry, and I'm so excited to introduce our guest. But
yeah, we do have a guest.
We could toss to guest.
Let's go ahead and do that while we forgot the technical difficulty. We'll talk to our guest,
and we'll just talk through our technical difficulty.
Dagmar Fleming, thank you so much. Dagmar Fleming, sorry, thank you so much for joining us on the show. You are the founder of Unlock Your Success, the mentorship for entrepreneurs who want to break through to the next level. Welcome in. We brought you in because today's tax day.
Oh, yeah.
And everyone is stressing out on tax day. Either they saw the amount that they made or they saw the amount that they owe. And either way, they're stressing out. Everybody wants to make more money. Everybody wants to do all that. And you actually teach a class called Triple Your Money Mindset. What is that class about?
Well, hopefully they took that class before the tax day.
Hopefully, yeah.
Well, what I do is I help people understand why they struggle with money. Because we all want more, so you would think that if we want something, we're going to go and get it. But somehow, rarely, we're making all the money we want and deserve. So the big question is why? Why do you think, Josh?
Why do I think I don't make enough money?
Yeah.
Boy,
careful. Yeah. I think part of the reason, so I've done some study on this, part of the reason why people don't make more money is they don't ask for it, or they don't ask in the right way. Mm-hmm. Is that part of it?
Well, from the employee standpoint, yes, but I'm talking much bigger picture. So what people don't realize that money is tied to our self-perception, our self-image, and even worse, our own concept of we think we deserve in life. So if your self-esteem is pretty low, you don't think you deserve a lot of money. It's something that you look at, but you really feel that it's unattainable.
So if I have a pretty high self-worth, I think I'm pretty good. then I would get paid more.
Yes, yes, and you show up differently in the world, because when you're confident, you show up in a way that promotes the success, and money naturally follows. Unfortunately, not only our self-esteem plays part here, but then there's all this programming that we received through our parents, but also the society, culture, religion. I'm sure you guys heard these limiting beliefs around money, like money doesn't grow on trees, or money is evil. What else have you guys heard?
I haven't heard money is evil. I've heard, and again, my parents. It's weird looking back. I go, well, we were kind of poor growing up, but it wasn't like I didn't feel poor. That makes sense. Like we shopped at Goodwill. We ate red beans and rice at least 3 meals a week. And then once my brother and sister moved out, it was great because those are like 2 mouths you didn't have to feed, and they were fine. Yeah,
more beans, more rice.
Yeah,
for you.
I got to shop at J.C. Penney's for school, which is high to do versus the Walmart stuff. But that they didn't ever. I never feel like money was evil. I was always just told money doesn't solve your problems.
Mm-hmm. But, we do hear those things like money doesn't buy happiness. And what it's telling you, hey, if you have money, you will be unhappy. Well, who would like to attract money to be unhappy at that point? So also growing up, if you have been exposed to less affluent conditions, it may influence you, what you think you can create in your life. And I'm not saying it's 100% for every single person, and we can definitely overcome those experiences. But unfortunately, they influence us. So I'll give you an idea. I'm originally from Poland, and I come from the times when Poland was under communism, which means it was virtuous to be poor. And also, you didn't really want to stand out too much. It was more about conformity. So when I came to the U.S., it was really liberating to have the culture of entrepreneurship and of being able to be unique and go after your dreams. But that programming from Poland followed me here. So when I reached success in my global business consulting, I ended up sabotaging my own success because I simply grew too much, too fast, and I was not comfortable with my own success.
Yeah. And so it's getting you out of that mindset and into a mindset of someone who feels like they deserve that success and is able to handle what's happening to them, because it's not something that they feel uncomfortable with, but it's not only is it should be happening to me, but that's why it's happening to me, because I deserve this profitable, successful company.
Yes, and a lot of business owners operate on beliefs around money, wealth, prosperity that they have never examined. And until we do, we can empower ourselves to step into more money. So on a tax day, we can be pretty happy instead of sad.
So how do you adopt that mindset without, just being a jerk, right? Like, how do you adopt this mindset of I deserve this, I deserve wealth, I deserve success, without letting that get to your head and saying, like, not only do I deserve this, but I am owed this. And if someone does not believe in that, then they're the problem.
Well, we're talking about being self-full, not selfish. And the difference is we all deserve our dreams. We deserve our goals, and we deserve the life that we want to have. Now, for some people, success and money means Louis Vuitton bag. For somebody, it means buying a cabin in the woods and enjoying that life. And both are appropriate. So going after money as a means of you achieving the life that you deserve and that you want to have is completely okay. I don't see that as being in any way selfish or money hoarding.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so you're saying though that the mindset, it's like Josh said, it's not simply not asking for a raise, but you believe that people who don't have this mindset may maybe self-sabotage, maybe, or just simply not as likely to be picked for things like raises or promotions, or a better job if they interview for it, if they don't simply come in with this confidence. It's less that they're not doing the right thing as far as asking for raises, just they're not putting themselves out there as much.
Yeah, because, here's the deep reason why we struggle with money. We use money as a mask, as a cover up of what's going on internally within our psyche. So if I feel that I really don't have all the skill set for that promotion, I want it because in my mind it will give me more visibility and it will give me a raise. But the truth is I feel that I'm an imposter, that I don't know how to do that job. Then unconsciously I will be emitting that. Almost we're all energy beings, right? So it exudes out of me that I am insecure and unsure about that promotion. And let's face it, we read each other all the time. So if you come across as unsure when you ask for that promotion, your boss will most likely respond to that insecurity and say, well, maybe it's not right time today.
Yeah.
So how do you, I mean, I understand this is probably part of what you do, but how do you get out of that mindset without simply saying to somebody, hey, knock it off, like believe in yourself or whatever? I mean, that's a nice thing to say, but that's not necessarily useful. So are there exercises I can do? Are there mantras that I can repeat? Do I look myself in the mirror every morning and say, you deserve this?
And gosh darn it, people
pretty.
Yeah, exactly. Like what are just a couple of things that help
you can do.
Push someone down that road?
Absolutely. So first of all, during the Triple Your Money Mindset workshops that I host, we do multiple things, and you can do those on your own at home as well. The first, I would like to invite you to write down 40 to 60 money beliefs that you've ever heard or that exist out there that you think might not be influencing you, but you're aware of. And then rate yourself on a scale from 1 to 10. How are you influenced? 1 meaning this belief, like Josh said, money doesn't grow on a tree. I've never heard that. Or money is the root of all evil. So you would put yourself as 1. It doesn't affect me. But if you have heard it, maybe your aunt, maybe your uncle kept saying steady paycheck is better than risk of being an entrepreneur, then you want to rate yourself on that one at 10, because most likely you'll never go for opening your own business if that's running in the back of your head. Once you identify the scale of being affected by this belief, identify the source. Is it your aunt that kept saying that? Were these your parents? Did you hear it in church, in school? So that you know what the source of that belief is. And the third step is you replace it with an empowering statement. So if you say money is the root of all evil, replace it with it's the character of the person that determines how they show up in life, not the money that they possess. So you are in control of what you believe. Your belief system determines what actions you take and what results you achieve. So just by that adjustment, you've already laid the foundation for better. And there is more. The second step is understand what past experiences may be influencing you today. Because let's face it, we're all products of our past. But at any point in time, we can make a decision to change. We can create a new future based on where you want to go, not where you came from.
Okay.
That is fascinating. You can find out more by going to DB International.
And I know DagmarFleming.com.
Oh, okay, DagmarFleming.com.
Very easy.
Here's the name. We'll have that for you on the text. Sarah can handle that in the comments on Facebook. We'll have that posted there. Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. When we come right back, we have the news that amuses me. That and more when we come right back on the Lunch Break Show. Stick around.
Thank you so much.
Need to turn the board on for the sound, Sarah.
We then
Nope.
proceeded at that point into our
Nope, hit stop.
countdown.
Or just keep rolling. There we go.
That'd be 9. That'd be pod 9. Are you
Pod
playing
9.
some?
Yep. Some good tunes.
I believe you.
Let's go back.
So if I unmute, can you guys hear?
Everyone can.
Everyone can hear.
Everyone can hear.
So then I turn this down.
Yep.
Welcome back.
And we're back on the lunch break show. That was I got called out last Friday for the lunch break show. I had some lo-fi hip hop, and it was playing in the background, and my wife was like, "That sounds like a softcore adult film."
Sounds all right. I can
No,
dig some.
that sounds good. That
No,
was
what I'm saying, like whatever it
lo-fi
was.
hip hop, yeah, but it did sound a little romantical. Like I was trying to set the mood.
All right.
And it just seems weird having like 5 people in there and you're playing like lo-fi hip hop. So that was swing jazz.
Okay.
That's kind of more of a fun.
That's my jam. It's either smooth jazz. I haven't tried the swing jazz, but if it is popular in a in an elevator, I'm all about it.
So I have some news. Again, I call it the news that amuses me because I'm trying to rhyme news and amuse, but I couldn't figure out a way to make it more clever than that.
You've done a good job.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
So here's the craziest way you can blow cash at Coachella. And we're going to have a board operator who is focused on the show.
Are you a music festival person here?
I've been to a handful. Good God. I've been to a handful. My favorite is ACL.
Okay.
Because ACL, you can get in, you can get a hotel room, you watch a show from like 10 to like 7 or 8 p.m. Then you can go out for a nice dinner and go home, take a shower.
You're in a city.
Yeah, you're in.
Coachella sounds freaking miserable.
Miserable. Coachella was bad. Bonnaroo was awful.
Yeah.
Bonnaroo, you literally have to camp out on the ground. And you're all like packed in with people you have no idea who they are. And like camping next to someone is kind of like a personal thing.
A little bit, yeah.
Yeah, because like, they're like right there, and you're a sheet of fabric away,
Right.
from you to the next guy. And you have guys who like were tripping acid and like walking into your like little like area.
It's a bad scene.
Yeah, and being like, "Can I borrow some powder?" Like it's
Oh,
weird. So here's how you can burn crazy ways to burn cash at Coachella.
I love this.
So housing will run you anywhere from $125 on the low end to guess how much on the high end.
$10,000.
$150,000.
I was way off.
Wait.
Good God.
What does that get you?
It better get me a lot. For $150,000, you get a villa with a helicopter pad, so it takes you to and from the.
Okay.
So it's off-site, but the helicopter will transport you back and forth.
That sounds pretty dope.
That does sound pretty dope. But again, like it's not worth $150,000. The most common ways that people are doing it, they're renting spaces for $2,600 a night, and that gets you a nice little Airbnb, like Airstream, that you can stay in right there, and like walk in and out, and you're on site. It's all like VIP.
That sounds
was
okay.
one thing about Bonnaroo as well. Is going back to Bonnaroo. It was, you know how they have the 18-wheeler like truck bed, like the actual like cargo box. They took the doors off, drilled holes in the top of the thing, and ran like a hose, a garden hose, and that was your shower.
So it's just spraying water down
Just
in the
water,
back of the.
always flowing down. You walk in, shower, and there was no like guys cart, girls cart. It was just cart.
Okay.
And so it was like guys and girls in all manner of dress in there.
Oh my God.
It was.
I'm not going to be commenting on this.
It was so like I was totally out of my element. Transportation cost about $1,500 if you want to get Uber in and out to go do something else and then come back. Vitamin 4. I'm guessing that's vitamin IVs. I'm ridiculous.
Okay, there you go.
I thought it was Roman numeral.
Yeah,
vitamin 4s. Vitamin IVs are $300 a pop.
That's probably necessary. Though,
Yeah, I would have to imagine. If you want to get your hair extensions done, because you have to, that's $2,000 to $3,000 a piece. Pro makeup application. Again, you're at an outdoor festival. Like, enjoy the outdoor music festival. Don't go get your hair done up. That's $100 a pop. Influencer approved outfits. God, I hate this. Influencer approved outfits can cost you anywhere.
Have we
from
learned nothing?
$420 and up.
God.
Wow.
If you're buying influencer approved outfits, I think that is an idiot tax that you have to pay.
Yeah.
I'm
You
fine with
deserve
that.
to spend that money.
It's one of my favorite headlines I read the other day, and it said, "A man fakes inability to walk for a decade to collect on a disability pension."
This man's a hero.
Yeah, lots. Like, obviously it's a crime, but it's dedication
Yeah.
to the con.
Yeah.
He did not walk for a decade just to collect some disability.
That's pretty great. How'd they find out? Somebody catch him walking?
I guess. I said there was a car accident, which, by the way, he staged. He was involved in a
God.
staged car accident 12 years ago and said that he couldn't walk. And I'm trying to get to where prosecutors said that they tried to do tests on his legs, and he said they were numb. They would do things like injections to test, and he wouldn't flinch. So I don't know how you fake that.
No, I have no idea.
But they actually came down to, one man saw him like in his house. He was walking around, and they busted him. But yeah, just it was the dedication for 10 years not to walk in public.
Yeah.
Just to get your bill. What would be the amount you would have to go through to not walk in public for 10 years?
Like the amount of money I would get?
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. I mean, that part of me thinks that sounds all right. Like, yeah, I get to be wheeled around all day, and I can walk around at home.
If you have the
You
hand-
don't think I can get like an electric wheelchair or
no,
something like
it
that?
has to be the hand turned.
Okay.
Hang on, is there a loophole to this? So not walk in public?
Yeah, so at your house you're fine. You close the blinds,
Yeah,
close the
keep the blinds
windows.
closed.
No one knows. But when you're in public, you gotta like roll out to your car, find
Roll
a way
out.
find a way to get in.
For me, it'd have to be something to where like I'm not working at the end of this thing, right? Like I'm making enough to where I don't have to worry about this.
This
And
is
then
my gig.
This is my gig, right? Not walking is my gig, and then at the end of 10 years, I can make a miraculous recovery and then just not have to worry about anything. But yeah, it would have to be millions of dollars, I would think. Probably a whole lot more than whatever disability your pension
But
is.
if that was your gig, that you got paid not to walk in public, that kept you where you could like Uber Eats and you could just stay home most days and play video games or watch TV, and that was your life.
I feel like that'd be all right for like a week, and then I would be really tired of it. I'd be like, man, I don't want to. Especially if they're doing tests on you, that sounds miserable. I would not be able to do it.
Yeah, like poking you with the needle.
No, I went to a foot spa for the first time in my life a couple weeks ago, and that was a miserable experience.
Shout out, where'd you go?
It's called Yee Yee Foot Spa.
Okay.
YIYI Foot Spa. It's over on Plano Road.
Step it up. No
Plano
pun
and
intended.
Northwest Highway. No, look, they did fine. I'm not built out. I'm not made for this, right? Because they were doing the whole thing. Like, first of all, he's getting his fingers like in between my toes, like this, doing this thing. That was miserable because like that tickled more than anything I've ever felt. And then he's got his hand like this, like a knife, basically, and he's rolling it like on my calf.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. So do you
like
have
he's
just
going up and down.
sensitive feet in general? Is that the deal?
Yeah, like when he was doing the massage stuff, he had the oil and he was doing the massage on the foot. That felt good. Like I was all right with that. It was the ticklish stuff, and then he was like pressing really hard on my calf or along my shins, and that felt like torture.
What do you do in that situation? You're like, sir, it's just too much. I don't know.
So
what did you do?
I'd been told that I didn't know which one I got, but I've been told that there was a guy there because my wife goes here all the time. She has no
Recommendation.
problem with it whatsoever.
Wife approved.
Yeah, but I guess she has a much higher pain tolerance than I do.
Oh, we all do.
But-
especially when it comes to any of that cosmetic, beauty is
Yeah.
pain, especially if you're going for massages and so on and so forth. You feel so much better afterwards.
No, I didn't. I didn't get any lasting effect. Like it felt good at the time.
Yeah.
But I didn't walk out of there and be like my feet feel like they're 20 years younger or anything like that.
I love the segue on this, though. Speaking of walking.
For me, it's the insecurity. It's the insecurity of like having a man do it, especially. Because I remember when I had in college, I did like medical tests for honey, and they would have to.
Okay,
yeah.
we really need to. Okay. All right.
Well, yeah, because they paid you to do medical tests. Yeah, sure.
What
Test away.
test were
Hit me
you
with
getting?
hammers.
Yeah, hit me with hammers. Fine. You're paying me. It's good. And well, part of it they have to do like an EKG or whatever it is. They have like they put like heart monitor stuff on me before I did all these tests.
Oh, my God. This
And-
sounds really intense.
Yeah, well, it was this man, and he was like pushing on like my chest and my tummy area, and I kept giggling because it tickled. But then it just felt weird. And here I am laying down, already insecure. My shirt's off, and I just feel kind of like this is weird. And there's some like guy like touching me,
Right.
And he was trying to be like ginger, which almost made it worse. Just get it over with, like push down. I'm like, all right, I'll get this done. So like. And I'm like giggling, and he's
The
like, just
Pillsbury
like, oh
Doughboy.
yeah. It was every like negative thing that could happen.
Yeah.
I was like, I never want to do this again.
Yeah, so I had heard that they had a guy there that if you showed any signs of pain or distress, he would go in harder. Like that was his bit. Like he was just like, all right, this hurts. I'm gonna really get
gonna work it out.
Yeah. And I didn't know if I got that guy, so I was being very like they gave me a towel to put over my face, I guess, or just like over my eyes. So I just put that thing over my face, and I'm just like, whatever. Like I'll make whatever face I can underneath this thing, but I'm not.
Emotions
no
will
one's
be
gonna see
shown.
me. I did my best not to squirm. I did okay. It was an
Wow.
hour. It was
Good
an
for you.
hour long.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Another story that amused me. This was out of a Pop Sugar, and it's what do you do? This question could go for Sarah. I don't want to put you on the spot, but
No, I'll take it.
here we go. What do you
we go.
do when you get the engagement ring and you don't like it?
Oh my gosh. You
Because
tell him.
that's a real thing. That's a real thing that, you know. 'Cause
Yes,
like,
you're going to be wearing this for the rest of your life, right?
But does that in any way, like, do you feel pressure that, like, hey, my first act as a betrothed woman is to go, no.
Well, let's flip it around. So what about the man wedding ring? What if you just don't like it? Or no, don't like wearing one?
But the wedding ring thing, like, we're a part of that. Like, we help pick
Yeah.
that out. The engagement ring is a surprise.
Supposed to be a surprise.
Yeah, and so supposed to be. So there's no like way to know. Like for me and my wife, we were like, she said she has no idea if a guy takes you into a ring store to peruse.
There's no other reason to go,
There's
go
no
there.
other reason
No.
why I wanted to walk in through a ring store to peruse.
No sane man who has no intention of doing that is going to take you into a
I
ring
envy
store.
that. Nick would not take me to any ring store because we had
'Cause-
talked about getting engaged, so I was anticipating it. But nope, we were not going to go.
So here's what happened with me. I kind of knew I knew the design that she liked.
Yeah.
Because it was also this thing where Megan was totally cool with just being like sending me pictures of rings, you know, and I'm
That's
like,
awesome.
Okay, like I get it.
Yeah,
So I knew that-
subtle hints,
It's
but they're
Yeah. I'll just get 30 pictures of rings here from all different angles.
advertisements showing up at your doorstep.
Yeah,
and-
so I knew the one that she wanted, and but over time, like it was a pretty simple ring, and over time we got to where we could afford something nicer, and I think she didn't like it for whatever reason. I think I think there was like a reason, like the metal, like she was allergic to it or something like that.
Oh no.
So we just took that opportunity to be like, okay, let's pick out something, like we can get something a little bit nicer now. Let's pick out something that you like. And this was after we were married, but she wore the engagement ring in like a wedding band, and I was just like, let's just pick out a new ring that you like. And that's the one. She still has the old one, but that's the one that she
Wears now.
And I'm fine with that, you know. So I feel like if you do get a ring and you don't like it, I don't know, maybe wait to say something, right? Be like, hey, I kind of like maybe a slightly different design, or we can, I don't know, use the stone still or something. I think there's a way to do that without it sounding like, yes, but I hate this thing that you gave me.
Yeah. So the things that they say is you have to speak up. Don't act entitled or greedy. They say you give positive feedback, like how to choose the next one. But they say, and the way that you have to tell them is you have to be very careful, choose your words, spend a lot of time, like put a lot of effort and thought into what you're going to say to that person.
Here's a question though, just on
Yeah.
that note. Could you return a ring?
No.
You
Well,
can't.
sorry, you can on some. Mine was custom. So mine was made
Oh my
made
gosh.
custom. So there was no take backs.
So did the tips say anything about this before we move on to the next?
I mean, obviously, if you bought your ring like factory, you can take it back and exchange it for another ring. That part's fine. I've always kind of thought this is one of those weird things. Where you're right, you wear it all the time, and there are some women who are particular. If you are out there and you know that you're a female and you're particular about the ring that your mate's going to choose for you, I think it's very important to set out those things before he or she does that. Before the person you want to get engaged to decides to propose to you, you need to make those expectations crystal clear. Sending 30 photos is exactly as crystal clear as you need to be.
Yeah.
Don't assume that any person's going to know what your desire of a ring is, because some women care the cut, the clarity, the whole thing. They care about what it is. And some women they don't care. They just care about like, hey, it's as long as it's this many carats, or as long as it's this cut, or as long as it's this clarity, whatever. So like, find out what they care about, and the other person should do that too. If you're buying someone an engagement ring, you should do your research. Like, I learned from her walking Rachel around that she didn't like. That's why I had to go get one. I didn't have to. I chose to get one done custom because I knew that she didn't like. She liked a certain look, and I couldn't find one of those anywhere. And so I went to a jeweler and got one made.
Yeah,
that looks cool, but you can't take that one back because it's a one of a kind.
You're stuck
like
with it.
my wife.
Oh,
Bingo. So
I made sure to hit camera 1 on that moment.
Yeah, thank you for that. Here's the last thing, because today is tax day and we're running low on time. Every tax day, restaurants and groups roll out their discounts and freebies. I'm not sure why they choose tax day to do that.
Interesting.
yeah, I didn't know about this either.
So where are you guys going?
Well, I'll tell you,
Wow.
there's, let's say, places that are close. Banana smoothies and frozen yogurt, not here. California tortilla, not here. American Cookie Company, boom, they are here.
all right.
Stop in today and buy one, get one free on original chocolate chip cookies.
Yum.
Hardee's is giving away a sugar biscuit. That please just, oh, sorry, I can't read. A sausage biscuit. That makes way more sense. This morning from 7 to 10, so you already missed that. Kona Ice, they have one here. They're giving away free snow cones. Office Depot, Office Max, they'll shred up to 5 pounds of paper for free today.
Okay.
Thank you, Office Max.
That's awesome.
Planet
Shred all your
Fitness,
receipts.
yeah.
They can't track.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Prove it. Planet Fitness is giving out some stuff. Applebee's, thank you.
What's
Boston,
Applebee's doing?
The drink of the month of April is the strawberry daiquiri. You can come in and get one, and it'll only cost you $1.
Oh, there you go.
So you can get a strawberry daiquiri for $1 today.
Get
Boston
that $1
Market,
DAX.
yeah, for Boston
That's it.
Market, you get a $10.40 meal because it's $10.40, I guess, with your taxes.
Okay.
That includes chicken nugget, blah, blah.
I wonder what kind of a discount that is, because that's still pretty.
Still pretty steep.
Yeah.
Boston Market is good in theory.
I'm always disappointed with Boston Market.
It never
What?
comes out.
I
Yeah.
am sorry.
Are
I'm
you
always
kidding
disappointed
me?
with Boston Market.
I would love for somebody either in the comments or around this table to tell me a good, like, easy mac and cheese place that is good, because I have yet to find one. Central Market is as close as it gets.
Yeah.
For like good, like, to go mac and cheese, but theirs is so heavy.
Yeah.
Man, I sleep afterwards. Like,
I'm
I'm
gonna tell you something. Boston Market, you're messing up with your stuffing. I don't like their stuffing.
Stuffing. Okay, I'll get behind that.
I don't
but
like their stuffing at
They
all.
just released some like rotisserie garlic chicken because it was one of those nights I was not going to cook, not going to happen. But to roll through the Boston Market and to pick up the chicken dinner, and it was really good, but it was a limited time. And I was like, you know what, I may come back to the Boston Market just for this, but then it's a limited time thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but not the stuffing.
The chicken
not
at
the
Boston
stuffing.
Market is fine. Their sides, I'm not on board with.
No, I don't really like a lot of their sides.
But so if you know of a good, besides Central Market, a good place to go for mac and cheese, I would love. I'm a mac and cheese fan. I just don't have the time to do it, which I know seems dumb because it's just noodles and cheese.
What about Macaroni Grill? Macaroni? Have you tried a macaroni at the Macaroni Grill?
I don't know if they have mac and cheese there though, because they're more like
Really?
Italian, right?
Yeah.
Okay, macaroni's more of a pasta.
No.
Well, yeah.
So yeah, but they're more like they would have like the Alfredo or the marinara with the actual noodle, not like.
If you're gonna
cheese.
get Kraft.
Like I tried even here at our Crockett's over here across the way. I've tried the 5 mac and cheese, and just it's still just.
Not doing it for
I don't
them.
know what it is
like the
I'm missing
homemade
out on.
stuff.
So I'm looking for a good mac and cheese because obviously that's what I need in my life is a good mac and cheese place.
We all need good mac and cheese places. I like that. I'll get behind that. We'll try to find
I'll
some.
say it's not convenient whatsoever. But the Lake House on Northwest Highway over by White Rock Lake, they got a pretty good mac and cheese.
Really?
If you're ever in East Dallas, my hood, that place is all right.
There you go, Josh. You got to check it out.
I will go check
Go
it out.
have
I
mac
will-
and cheese dinner with Matt.
I'll show you a photograph, by the way, as we sign off.
Oh, wow.
That is Notre Dame. Trying
Oh
to
my
get
gosh, I feel terrible. What did I say? On fire.
Yeah,
Whoops.
on fire! Yeah, there it
Oh
goes.
my gosh. Do they know what I mean, obviously they don't know.
They said they don't think it's an act of terror, which is good.
Okay. That's
good.
They think they were doing some remodeling.
Yeah.
And somebody wanted to buy themselves some more work. So an accident took place.
That's frightening. Is there any reported anything going
I know
on? with people?
everyone's been cleared out, and everyone's fine. They're tackling it now, and they'll see the damage. But yeah, you can hop online. It's pretty bad.
Wow,
I was
and it's
thinking
still
like,
burning right now.
as of 2 minutes ago. Yeah.
Wow, is
So-
somebody live streaming this? Crazy people.
I'm sure there's somebody.
sure.
Yeah, so there you go. That is our show for today. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I have the bed up and going for you, Sarah.
Oh,
Thank you
you're
very
doing
much.
that?
Yep.
Okay, so then I mute the audio.
No.
Number
You
one.
just pot up the bed.
Bring up
Wait,
9,
wait,
just
9.
partly.
As I sign off. There we go.
Oh, yeah.
Have a phenomenal day. We'll see you back here on Friday on the Lunch Break Show. I am Josh, Matt, and Sarah is in the booth. You guys have a great day.